QR codes, or quick response codes, are very popular at the moment, and they're really starting to take off. They've actually been around for a long time, but most of us won't really know what they are beyond some peculiar scribble that you see in the corner of an advert. And you can see one here on the right hand side. Now, if you have a smartphone, then take a picture of that image right now and see what it does for you, and you will have just experienced a QR code. Now, QR codes are becoming massively more popular now that people are recognizing the fact that they are a very valuable way of communicating with your customers and getting people through to your website. And particularly with the economy being, let's be honest, a little bit tough at the moment for a lot of companies, they're after any edge they can get, and something like this can really help. They are effectively what we call two-dimensional barcodes. They're like the barcode that you find on the back of a book or something like that, and basically they're scanned into your smartphone. So it's like you take a picture of this and it will do something for you. So have a look and see what you think. They've been around for many years now, to be honest. As I said, they've been around for good 10 sort of something years, but they haven't really taken off due to the lack of sort of handheld technology to really make it work. So as more and more of us own smartphones like iPhones, Android phones, Blackberries, and so on and so forth, we are realizing that this is a great way of marketing. And for those of you that work offline, or those of you that are considering it, it's a very good way to earn from those offline clients. Now, you may approach people as an offline marketer and they go, nah, we've got a website, not interested, or whatever they might say. QR codes is another way to get in. It's another service that you can offer that people find very useful and very helpful. So it's a good way of getting in with some of these potential customers and selling them a service, which can then lead to obviously many more services. Effectively, it allows an instant response from advertising. You think about the good old days, you'd have to remember a phone number, or you'd have to find a bit of paper and a pen to write it down, or you'd have to remember a website address, or something similar to that. You know, it's not the quickest of things for people to do, and a lot of people struggle with that because, you know, advertising was being wasted because people wouldn't be able to remember a phone number or whatever it might be. So now with QR codes, people don't have to remember a URL or type in a website address or remember something until later on when they're ready to you know, go and look at the information. They can simply take a picture with their phone of your QR code block and off they go. It's done. You know, it's fixed, it's easy to go, and they can start having a look and work out exactly what it is you're trying to sell to them. So it's very good. But there's no real extra cost for it, simply because you know, people are printing adverts anyway. You know, can you imagine using these in your Yellow Pages advertising, for example, or something like that? You know, there's a lot of options here for people to use these QR codes. You don't have to just use them in an advert. You can use them on business cards and many other things, which we're going to talk about in a little while. Okay? Now, we're going to cover quite a lot of information in this course, and my hope is that towards the end of this program you'll be pretty much an expert on QR codes and really able to use them to generate yourself an income from offline clients. Very powerful. I'm going to show you some of the places where you can use them to really get some good effects, and perhaps talk a little bit about what to put in each of the places, what sort of advert to use and so on, in order to make it work and get the maximum return on investment for your clients. Now obviously I'm going to show you how to create QR codes. You can't just run a QR code and, you know, through something on your computer and voila, something appears. You need to use special software, so I'm going to show you that special software as well. I'm going to show you as well how you can track them. Now this is quite important because this is another service you can offer people. You know, not only will you create a QR code, but you'll be able to tell your customers which QR codes have given them the greatest response, which has brought them the most money in, the most customers, etc., etc. So actually, it's very, very powerful for your customers, and they really would want to know that information. Now, obviously, one of the things you will be doing is creating WordPress blogs. You know, that's perhaps what you sell to people. But what I want to do is just show you how to create a WordPress site and make it mobile phone friendly, basically. Because, you know, if you're using the QR code, the chances are somebody is going to be using their handheld device in order to access your site. If your site isn't mobile friendly, then to be really honest, it's going to look a bit peculiar and you're going to miss out on potential customers. So we're going to talk about how to make a WordPress site friendly for mobile phones. We're going to talk about selling QR codes offline, go into some good information there to really help you get out there, make some sales and make some money. We're going to give you some top tips as well on how you can make money with this and how you can succeed with it. Now obviously there are some really sort of basic tips of what you need to do to succeed, and we're going to talk about those in this program so that you're not going to trip over, make any mistakes and potentially lose out on business. We're also going to show you how you can use QR codes to get customer reviews. Now this is quite important because reviews can really help people's business online. So we're going to talk about that as well. So we're going to talk about how these can help you get reviews. We're also going to look into the future of QR codes. I mean, obviously, where are they going, what they're going to do, and so on and so forth, and a lot more. There's going to be a lot of information in this program. So what I want you to do now is sit back and enjoy as we go through and we start to show you much more about QR or quick response codes and show you exactly how they work and how you can make money from them.